welcome to episode 10, our first double digit. I think my voice cracked a little bit while I was saying that. Kind of weird. Don't know why, but I guess I'm still making my way to manhood. That's why I'm called Z-Boy. Joined by my co-host, the Real Honey Bear. We are doing a deep dive of this year's Crunchyroll Anime Awards. We got the nominations here now. I know I've been throwing my votes out there, and Honey Bear, you've been doing the same, right?
No, I actually only did it once. I don't know why I didn't do it 7 times that it allowed me to. Was it like 7? Yeah.
I mean,
week, but just one.
I've been voting for like 2 weeks almost, I think now. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just one. No, I think it's only 1 week, but yeah, I wanted
I
to
just want
do
my shows to win, all right? Bleach, by the way. Bleach. Just throwing that out there. Bleach is the one that I want to win.
Did you change your votes ever? Like, as you went through, did you change them?
Describe change. Like, they're not the same?
Yeah, correct. That's what change means normally. I think.
Just making sure. I was making sure my definition was still proper in my brain. No, because then I wouldn't be trying to make the push for Bleach, bro. Bleach.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't know. In my head, I'm like, maybe I change them every, not like a lot, but the ones that I'm close with, the ones that I'm like, could be this or this. And I was like torn between. I'm like, maybe I vote one day for this. Maybe I vote the next day for the next one. I don't know. But I didn't. I only voted once.
Really? Only once, huh?
Yeah, maybe I'll vote again today.
Yeah, maybe you should
vote again today.
You can vote right now. You just click vote.
You can vote right now.
Yeah.
Actually, I have it open. Maybe I'll vote as we go.
Speaking of voting, I'm just going to drop the link here for everyone to get in on it, because y'all should go vote too. If you're watching this episode, you should be voting. For those that are listening tomorrow because we're going to have a double feature dropping. Actually, I'll probably have an episode drop tonight from last week. We had a little delay because I am just not artistically talented enough as our boy CLE, who was on vacation. So therefore, I had to wait for a thumbnail. Just Z-Boy things over here, Z-Boying it up. I've also been incredibly busy with some real life things on the back end. I'm not gonna throw those out there yet because, well, if the things do come to fruition, I think it will be an awesome thing to announce on the podcast if and when that stuff does happen. Honey Bear, you know the secret.
Feels good, man.
You know the secret. I talked about it once on stream this week, but I'm keeping it to the one time because I don't want to jinx it,
One time for the one time.
Yep, one time for the one time, baby. That's how it goes. So HB, we're I think because we have so many things to talk about this week, we're just gonna scrap anime of the week. It's getting scrapped. We got too many categories to go through. We got too many nominations to discuss. Yeah, we're getting straight into the main discussion this week. It is main topic because it is a deep dive, and you can't be deep diving if you're talking about anything else other than the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So. Yeah. You want to lead us in?
Wait, is everything a top 5 or top 6?
I think it's all top 6, right?
Everything is top 6 today.
Top 6.
We scrapped every section besides the top 5 section and transitioned to top 6.
Top 6. Yeah, we added one, but for
you just want to
25 categories.
25 categories is what we got. 32 25. Total. Yeah. We got 25 to vote on. Yeah, I don't know what the other 7 are.
I think the other 7 get voted on by the actual judges.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there are actual judges, which I'm pretty sure you can still
people that are intelligent
nominate people for that. And if you guys are looking to maybe get me and Honey Bear off of just the podcast and maybe get us out rocking some tuxedos, wearing them bow ties, well, maybe throw our hats in the ring for
our name
judge of Anime Awards Crunchyroll edition. Also, there's the annual
how many
awards.
Judges do they have? They probably have quite a few.
It used to be pretty big, and I don't know if it's still as big because they now have like the full production where it's not just like a online show, but it's like literally an award ceremony. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. As I won't lie, I watched the highlights of last year since it happened. I'm pretty sure it was in Japan, so it happened like kind of late for us. So therefore, yeah, I kind of missed it. I won't lie. I watched it the next day, right? I think I was. You want to be honest with you? I think I was playing too much TFT. That would chalk it up. Could have been in a subathon too. I don't know. Just kind of.
This is the 8th Crunchyroll Anime Awards. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
8 years. Yeah. 8 years this has been going on.
That's wild, dude. Imagine if that was our child, right? If we had a little baby, just a little. You would know. 8. You know how that sounds better.
Wouldn't be little anymore.
Yeah,
they'd be 8.
They'd be 8. They'd be like a child.
Yeah. They could have watched One Piece one time.
Oh, jeez. Do you think so?
Could have fully watched through it.
I think they would have been able to watch it not only in subbed and dubbed, bro. They could have watched it from both their parents, Me a sub enjoyer, you a dub enjoyer. And they could be joining me and reading it. Pog.
And watch it in like Hindi.
Whoa.
Hindu?
Hindi. It is Hindi dubbed.
Hindi?
Yeah, Hindi dubbed.
Hindi dubbed, yeah.
Yeah. So they would be Hindi dub enjoyers while we're
They're
still
Hindi
stuck.
enjoyers.
Yeah, Hindi enjoyers. Love to see it, dude.
For sure.
Love to see it. I mean, I think it's so cool how Crunchyroll does have so many different dub languages. German, Spanish.
Yes.
It's actually so badass, dude. I love
Team
that.
is wild.
Yeah, they're crushing over there at Crunchyroll. Big hats off to the whole team. The whole just they're killing it. They're killing it. I love Crunchyroll. Did I mention that? Big Crunchyroll fan over here. I can't get enough of
Huge.
it. Been rocking Crunchyroll since I got into anime, if I'm being honest. And yep.
I was if we want to go down this rabbit hole real fast.
Yeah.
I was a Funimation lover.
Oh, nice.
Funimation was my bait. Same thing now, but same thing before, and then wasn't the same thing, and now is the same thing again.
Yeah.
It's like wasn't, is.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Funimation crushed it. Got into the game, went hard in the paint, lost a ton of money, went back to Daddy Crunchyroll and was like, "Hey, you want to buy us?" And they're like, "Heck yeah, welcome back." I don't know if that's exactly how that went, but that's how it went in my head.
Okay, I was just saying, I was like, you got some insider information I don't know about, my guy? I'm pretty sure Sony was just like, I'm acquiring you. We're all the same now. We're mixing it in. Blah, 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 blah. And then
Funimation was not making a lot of money. I do know that.
Bleach was just like, yo, we're going to let Disney buy us. Peace. And I'm sad about it.
Yep.
I got to watch Bleach on Hulu, and I'd much rather watch it. Like the dubs on Crunchyroll are elite. Like just the way they're formatted. I've been watching Delicious in Dungeon on Netflix, which, by the way, is made by one of my favorite studios. Did not know this until the other night when I was really paying attention. Trigger's making Delicious in Dungeon. Great studio.
Nice.
Yeah, those guys know what they're doing. They're really killing the game. But
you know who else apparently knows what they're doing?
Yeah.
That doesn't have any idea what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'm ready.
Mappa.
Mappa?
Yeah.
You mean the overlords of anime right now? Mappa?
Yeah.
Making
Mappa,
hit shows?
the ones that are dominating and also do really not great things, but also dominating. Yeah, those guys.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I mean, they have Attack on Titan. They have Jujutsu Kaisen. They have Chainsaw Man. They have
Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga. See, I knew there had to be more. I knew there had to have more. Basically, the anime awards are like Mappa awards because it's all Mappa shows for them. Did they do Oshinoko too? They didn't. I know that, but I just had to talk about something.
They could have.
Not Mappa, but that's also very.
Do you want to go down the list and just start at like number one of what you vote for? On Crunchyroll. So number one of what you vote for, starting off with the banger, is Anime of the Year. You just want to start there and just keep going.
Anime of the Year, and then, or do you want to start backwards and we'll work our way back to Anime of the Year?
Backwards. So backwards would start us at
best voice actor English.
Best voice actor performance English. Yeah, you want to start there?
Hitting previous all the way back. Does that work? You in on that? Yeah. I think that's like.
Great.
I feel like Anime of the Year should be the finale. I feel like if we start
I'm
there,
done with that.
all of our listeners. Yeah, I know you guys. I watch how the analytics work. It's gonna be a huge freaking spike, and then as soon as we say that, it's gonna no one's gonna watch the rest. They'll be like, oh, I don't care about this, and they'll skip.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so you're stuck with us for the next hour. Alrighty. Best voice
we're actually
actor
just gonna slip it into the middle,
performance.
so make sure you know. Don't skip to the end. We're slipping it in the middle.
Oh, dang it, Honey Bear. I was
Z-Boy, we're not slipping it in the middle. Don't worry.
We are 100% slipping it in the middle now because now like we're going Mad Lib style. Insert a pronoun, insert a verb. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so for best voice artist performance English, can we get some nominees?
Do you watch any of these?
Yeah, of course. I watch almost all of these.
In English?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a fraud.
Right?
No, I've watched. I have watched 2 of these in English.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured this was mostly my category,
yeah, I'm
if you
gonna
will.
let you do the nominees because you are the greatest dub watcher I know. Filthy dub.
Yeah, I will not be saying them all because I couldn't pronounce the names.
What is this? What is this, dude? If we can say the names, do I pronounce the names? I mean, they're.
Yeah, can you pronounce all the names?
Abby Trott, Johnny Young Bush, Marissa Duran, Austin Tyndall, Lexi Nieto, Ryan Colt Levy.
Nieto.
Like
stuck on Nieto.
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 I like how the most Japanese last name is the one that you're like, I can say it. The others are like super Americanized names, like
Yeah.
except for maybe Young Bush.
So this was one, and you have to get into spoilers for this. So I do apologize. I'm going to say as spoiler free as possible. But out of all these on the list, I really liked all of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is pretty cool. Besides Bleach, didn't watch it, so I don't know. But
I got so
really
excited.
Cool. The one that stood out to me that I'm like, what? You know what I mean? Like, I tell my head, I'm like, should that be there? Is Nezuko.
Wait, doesn't she talk?
Not a lot.
1 second.
Not a lot. She talks just at the end, no?
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's talent in and of itself right there.
She gets the last 20 minutes.
Okay, that's a vibe.
So like, I'm yeah, it was a good yes. Was it good? It was awesome.
That's
a great moment, hype moment. But I looked at that, I'm like, what? Like, some of these actors busted their butt for full seasons and dominated.
True. True.
We got Nezuko on there. Like,
yep,
I like it, but
Nezuko.
Kind of weird. But I picked Lexi. For Toma-chan is a girl.
So
thought it was great.
I picked from one of my two that I watched in English, and well, Tomo-chan I watched in subbed, so we all know it wasn't that one.
Wasn't that one?
It wasn't Chainsaw Man because I watched that subbed. Also, it wasn't Hell's Paradise because I watched that subbed. I did watch the show subbed first, but then I had to watch it dubbed because, well, like, oh man, I'll just stretch here real quick. Just, oh man, okay, it's Bleach. All right, what can I say? It's Bleach. I'm wearing the Bleach shirt for a reason.
Has to be Bleach.
Yeah, and Johnny kills it. All right,
nobody's
outside of one thing. I got one gripe with the English dub of Bleach. It's Bon Kai. All right, say, Honey Bear, say it with me. Bon Kai. Like, there's like a like
Bonkai.
No. It's
Bonkai.
Bon Kai. Like almost like two words. You can try it again.
Bonkai.
Wait, why are you dubbing me right now, bro?
It's like Bonkai.
They're like
Bonkai.
And I'm like, whoa, bro,
Bonkai.
Whoa, slow roll it on me. Hit me with the like slow roll.
It's a dub. And then it's good good English adaptation there.
Yeah, I respect it. You know. But like, I don't know, man. Every 5 seconds, it's like if you're a Bleach enjoyer, every 5 seconds you just hear this word, and it's Bon Kai, and you're like, whoo! Like losing your mind. I'm losing my mind right now. I am so hyped. Bleach is back, baby. Bleach is on the Anime Awards, dude. Let's go. I waited 10 years for this moment, Honey Bear. 10 long years, bro. And here we are.
You made it back.
We're living our dream, baby. Our best life. Us Bleach enjoyers. Yes.
Anything else on that? You wanna slide on?
We can slide on. Slide on.
Best
voice performance.
Voice Japan. Yeah. Japanese.
So where were you on this one, bro? Did you watch any of these?
So now I gotta think. I watched 2. Okay. Oh, and I didn't even vote on the 2 that I've seen a little bit of.
Wow,
that's pretty funny.
He copped out. I already know what he voted for after he said that. I know what he voted for after he said that. Yo, I've also been requested by some of our listeners that we can't spend 15 minutes on this because we are an anime podcast and not a this show podcast.
That's fair. So I'm gonna just throw the 2 out there. So Eren Yeager, I had seen that in Japanese. That's the only way I watched it. I didn't care for it. I didn't care for the voice actor of it. I didn't think it was, not that I hated it, but I'm just like, I thought there were better voice actors than him in the show. And if that's true, then I don't think he deserved that spot.
If I was to take one from Attack on Titan, like if I was going to pick a voice actor from it, I would have picked Levi. But maybe I'm just a little biased because he's also the voice actor of Zoro.
Yeah, I probably also would have picked Levi or
Mikasa or
no, blonde hair kid.
Oh, Armin.
Yeah, I would have picked Armin.
Armin would be up there. Armin's voice actor is really good. Also,
I thought he did well.
Is it Hanj or is it the one that becomes the admiral?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember the name.
Man,
yes.
like her name starts with an H. She's a badass. She's like infatuated with Titans. She's one of the best characters in the entire show. Watch
but I
Attack
feel
on
like that
Titan
was
if you
kind of
haven't yet, by the way, so that we can start
I feel like
spoiling it.
the Aaron Yeager one was kind of a cop out type deal. It was like it felt more like a fan pick than he actually did the best type deal. So that's why I'm like, I'm not picking that one.
Yeah.
The only other one I have heard Luffy's voice in Japanese.
Yeah.
But I just didn't pick him. So and then
whoa,
spoiler alert.
Whoa.
Picked Satoru Gojo.
Oh, Satoru Gojo.
Picked Mr. Gojo. Haven't actually heard him in Japanese, but you've spoken so highly about him. I'm like, yeah, you can have my vote.
I won't even lie. I love Gojo. Did I mention that before? Have I ever said that on the show? Yuichi Nakamura does such a good job. Yuichi. My bad. Said it wrong. Yuichi. Nakamura does such a good job. Okay, but this is what I gotta say. I picked Luffy because the peak of Luffy this season, like, dude, I cried so many times because of Luffy, and I'm just going to leave it there because we can't talk for 15 minutes about this show. So, yeah, other nominations were for Anya Forger from Spy Family, Season 1, Course 2, and Denji from Chainsaw Man, which also was a very, very good one. I had a hard time. I was going to pick, I mean, it was hard for me. I think that Luffy just, like, stood out for me more this year than, like, Denji or Gojo did just in the iconic moments that happened.
That's fair.
But I also almost went with Hattori Goto for Bocchi, or just Bocchi from Bocchi the Rock, because Bocchi the Rock might be one of the best shows I've ever seen. I'm just gonna leave that on the back burner.
I've never seen it.
Come back to it. It is another idol anime that got kind of like dwarfed because of how good Oshinoko was. But Giguk, Lord and Savior Giguk, one of our favorite creators, at least one of my favorite creators. I can't speak for Honey Bear on this one. I listen to a lot of Giguk. I watch a lot of Giguk. I like Trash Taste quite a lot. But yeah, Giguk could not talk higher of the show. And yeah, just shout outs to Giguk for crushing it, man. Thanks for putting me on to a show that I don't think I ever would have watched without the praise that you gave it. All right, moving on to the next category. We have Best Ending Sequence.
Love to see it. There were some really good ones on here.
There was. I think like
really
all of
good
these
ones
were actually like up there, right?
Pretty solid
for something to pick.
Pretty solid.
Like I don't think you could go wrong with picking any of these, honestly.
Nope. I think the last two I've had some head scratches. I'm like, I don't know if that deserves the spot. This one, fully agree in all 6 of these. I think no matter what you pick, I think you're great. And I'm just gonna throw out the anime names. So JJK, Zom 100, Demon Slayer, Spy Family, Chainsaw Man, and Oshinoko were the 6 anime that they picked the endings of. And Z-Boy, what'd you end up choosing with this one?
Okay, so one thing I do want to touch on, though, here is more specifically for the Chainsaw Man, every single ending was different. So it was the 200 million centimeter long blades. That was the one that they went with for this.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. Every single ending of Chainsaw Man is a different ending. All of them are different.
Okay.
There's not 2 of the same ever.
It's the same song, though, correct?
No songs are the same. No endings are the same. It's the only anime that I've seen in a long time that did that, where every single ending was different. And that one was very, very good. But I went with Jujutsu Kaisen because I be jamming Akari on my freaking stream daily. I'm out here just bopping. I'm like, yeah, it's a bop.
For sure.
We're dancing and we're getting it. But Honey Bear, what'd you go with, bro?
Oshinoko Mephisito? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Mephisito?
Nice job, my boy.
Yeah, went with that. I thought the closing was phenomenal. I think they did a really good job. I am biased based on other portions of the show.
Fair enough. I will say, color,
I think I was a little bit biased.
Very good choice. Happiness of the Dead.
Overall, very good.
Honestly, yeah, you really could have like threw a dart at a board and had it hit any of these, and I wouldn't be mad at it. All of them are really
I'd
good.
be pretty happy.
I have all these songs actually on my playlist. So, and the ending sequences themselves, like the actual animation and stuff that happens. The one that is for 200 centimeter blade is 200 million centimeter blade is so good. I'm pretty sure that's the one where it's like a bunch of TV screens and it's just like Denji's head like spinning around. And it's great. It's great. Really enjoyed that one. All right, we're moving on to best opening sequence. I think that this one is kind of a no-brainer and it should run away with it.
Yeah, really should run away with it. And it's Idol from Oshinoko. So that
Yeah,
is the reason. I think that leads to my choice of the ending
fair
sequence as
enough.
well. I think the pairing is just so good.
I
I think
agree.
it's just so good.
Also, it's just
Uh,
such a banger
so that's what
opening
stuck
too.
with me.
Like the not just the song itself, but like the way that the art is done and like man, AI like damn, they just they really killed
They
that
crushed it.
one. I will say the sleeper, the dark horse that I did like that was on this one. I don't think you watched this anime this year, but this is one that Aurora and I actually watched together. She was watching this on her own after I put her onto it, and that is Tengoku Daimakyou. It's kind of like you take a little bit of Last of Us and you mash it up with a Promise Neverland. There it is. There it
Mm,
is. I couldn't think of where I was going.
okay.
But those are the two that it kind of like they took like ideas of this post-apocalyptic world, but then there's like this like child farm thing happening. Really, really cool show. Really different. It was on Prime Video. So if you got Prime, check it out.
Gotcha.
Tengoku
I,
Daimakyou.
the way of describing it's like post-apocalyptic child farm. I'm like, I know
Well,
exactly what you're saying. But I'm like, from a non-anime listener, that's a little
what do you
suspicious.
want, man? I'm trying to describe it,
Oh,
bro. It's like what it is,
oh,
you know? It's like ooh, doo, 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 doo.
child farm out
Boo,
here.
boo, 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 boo.
So this was another one. I thought there were some really good openers. I think openers are actually just getting better and better.
Agreed.
I really think they're starting to like artists are starting to pick up openers as
Yeah.
just their main song. Like we will dedicate our entire existence as a band to this or
Right.
idol group to this, and it's like that's really cool.
Yep.
And you can see, and so Chainsaw Man was up there for their opener kickback. Hell's Paradise, Heavenly Delusion, Zom 100, and JJK. We're all up there for their openers, and yeah, really good.
Yeah,
All really good.
Yasobi is like literally just making banger after banger for openers, and Idol
Yes,
is
they are.
one of the best songs I think I've actually heard from anime music, and let alone
Yeah.
as just like with my degree in audio engineering, it's just like holy shit, everything they did on this was mind numbing. They
pretty much
pull
were
from so
built
many
from
different
these,
genres.
right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And now they're selling out freaking arenas across the world, dude. Brilliant.
Yes, they are.
Brilliant.
Yes,
They're
they
insane.
are.
They're insane. All right.
Not as much in America, but yeah, they're
Yeah.
popping off.
Yeah, let's bring them to America.
Popping off.
I'd go. Maybe I'd
They've
go on
came
tour.
once.
Yeah, I know, but we need like more. We need a tour. We need like they should tour. Like,
Yeah.
come to my city,
Even just
please.
a couple cities. Go
Just
to
mine.
like 3 or
That'd be
4.
great. Just come to Denver.
Just your city.
Just at least
Go to
Denver.
Denver.
Come to Denver, please. Not L.A. and Dallas and New York. Like, don't come to Denver, man.
Forget
We're the
what
music
even
place.
are those cities?
Yeah, go to Red Rocks. That's where you want to be at. Trust.
There is-
Trust. All right, moving on to best score. Best score.
You want to define what this is for people that don't know? Because I didn't know.
So, best score, a vital part of an unforgettable anime is the original music composed for it. A well-crafted score adds another dimension of depth and emotion to any scene, with compositions that are not only tightly associated with an anime, but also stand alone as masterpieces of music. A score is basically, so like when you watch a movie, right? And you're listening to all the background, like songs and sounds and how everything correlates to tell you a story, not just through the actual action that is happening on the screen, but what is happening inside your ears, making you feel these emotions, this uneasiness or this happiness, the effects of dopamine running through your veins. Usually it's from the score. Yeah. Also, goal. No, I'm just kidding. So for me, again, I think that this one kind of, I mean, it's got to be one of the Idol shows, right?
Gotta be. The only other one, so there were a couple on this list that I'm like, maybe my bias is probably showing, but maybe I think Attack on Titan does it phenomenally.
They do.
In its own different way, though.
Yeah.
Like it builds the suspense with it so good. And I think it really sets the tone for the anime.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen this one, but I've heard a lot about just the basis of it, which was Suzumi.
Yeah, Suzumi.
And Zebo, I think you were talking about this maybe a couple weeks ago, on how good it was, and I, heard this from multiple other people. So I'm like, maybe it's so much better than I thought, and if I would have seen it, I would have been like, no brainer, that's probably it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Oshinoko was the one I picked. It's just so good.
Oshinoko
so good.
as well because I am definitely more of an anime series guy, but Suzume really, really, really does hit home. Like I said, it's one where you could get anybody into anime with it. It's from a director that I would say is about to start setting the League of Their Own type of vibes, similar to
Mm-hmm.
what we had from Studio Ghibli. But yeah, what Suzume is doing, and I want to say it's man, I can't remember the name of his other movie right now off the top of my head. I'll look it up and we'll get to it. We just have so many things to go through this episode. It will be in the next one.
So much.
Yeah, Suzume, really, really, really banger. Go watch it if you haven't seen it. It's got, I think, 17 awards in the Annie Awards alone for just being a film of animation. You're sleeping if you're not watching it. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I got Oshinoko on this one. Bocchi the Rock, definitely close as well. Just the things that Oshinoko did, like it got me into an idol anime, bro. I don't watch that stuff, and I was coming back every week. Every week I wanted more. Chainsaw Man, I think that one's just more of a popular vote, in my opinion.
I agree.
I feel like I was there more for the action. I couldn't even tell you if I remember like the score outside of how dope the ending songs were, all being different. But then also like there are definitely some parts that I can like remind myself of where like the music got intense and how like sounds like changed the thing. But I've never once just loaded up like my YouTube like I do for other shows and be like, oh, I'm listening to the Chain Man OST today. Like I do that with Bleach. I do that with Haikyuu. I've done it a little bit with Demon Slayer, which is also on this list. But I've done it with Oshinoko. I've done it with Attack on Titan. And I've even done it with Bocchi the Rock. Suzume, I'll probably do it with you in the long run too. But yeah, awesome category yet again. Shout out to all the great composers that are putting together this amazing sound quality, making anime just better. Just making anime better.
On Demon Slayer, I think it could have been higher on my list, but I think it's just shadowed by the other great things, which is the animation. I think I'm more focused on the animation than the sounds. And I think that the sound might have been way better than anybody else, but the animation was so good it just got shadowed.
The sound and like the score itself in the Mugen train arc, that one's still in my head. Like same with the entertainment arc. I honestly don't remember the score as well for the Swordmith Village except for our finale. Like I do remember the score then because stuff is going crazy and I screamed Nezuko on that plane, and yet just that moment's burned into my brain forever.
Yep.
Moving on to best anime song.
We can fly through this one. Spoiler alert, it's Idol. We both picked Idol.
Yeah.
It's just it is the best song. It was on the top 100 list, the world's top 100 list. And I believe it peaked at number 2, which is just insane. Not just anime, but all songs in general. That's never happened for an anime song.
Nope.
So
beast.
It has to be up there. It's so freaking good. Yeah, I mean, all these other songs were great. It just happened to fall at the same time as Idol.
Yep.
Like, unfortunate.
Just too good. Just too good. Honestly, it really is. Where Our Blue is also a really, really good song. I just want to let everyone know, if you're not jamming to Jujutsu Kaisen openers, are you even an anime fan? Probably not. Moving on.
I skip openers.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just kidding. I
crazy, bro. Okay. This is actually one that we were very good on our predictions, dude. Yes. This one we actually did a good job on our predictions because we have 2 out of the 6 predicted. For most must protect at all cost character. Anya was on the top of our list. We knew Anya was making it. Hitori Goho is on here, which is Bocchi. You got Puchita, which we also had on our list.
Yes.
I said that. Everyone's like, Puchita could protect themselves.
Doesn't matter.
Could they?
Could they? Him.
You got to protect Puchita. Boji from Ranking of Kings. I can't believe I left that off my list, but it's because we learned something and we're not 100% right on this. I'm going to say it because Honey Bear, it's stuck in my head.
I wasn't confident enough to say it.
I feel pretty good about it because the more that I'm looking at this, the more that it makes sense. And if the season ended in the year 2023, then it was allowed to be on this the ballot. But if it's still currently airing into 2024, I think it ends up on this year's ballot then, and not the year prior. So it'd be like this is
makes the most sense.
Yeah, does make sense. Miri Yunisaka, Miri Yunisaka. Yeah. Okay, and then
I think so.
Suleta Mercury, and I believe that's from Gundam. Is that Gundam? Yep. Witch from Mercury. This is actually really good Gundam, by the way. Yep. If you're not into mechs and you're trying to like dip your toes into it, check out Mobile Suit Gundam: The Witch from Mercury. Solid show. Solid show. Oh,
this is
Buddy
one of the
Daddies.
categories.
Knew
I
that
felt
stood
a
out
little
heavily.
bad. I hadn't seen as many of these.
Oh.
So I felt a little bit worse about this category, and I'm like, kind of a bummer.
So you just copped out and picked Anya?
It was between ones I've seen Ranking of Kings. Obviously I've seen Spy Family.
Yep.
Chainsaw Man I've seen. And then I have not seen the rest.
Okay.
So it was harder for me.
Yeah.
And I didn't like Chainsaw Man as much. I could not even finish Ranking of Kings, and so it had to go to Anya.
You couldn't do what?
Couldn't finish it, dude. Too bad. It was
Bro, I think that's one of the best.
I enjoyed it so little.
I've watched in my life.
I couldn't even finish it. I
love Ranking. Ranking of Kings is so good. What do you mean you couldn't finish it? Wait a second.
Couldn't you? I tried.
This is now the episode.
Like,
why Honey Bear doesn't like Ranking of Kings? It's the art style?
Like, don't enjoy it. I don't know, man. It was the art style. I didn't enjoy the main character. I didn't enjoy the side characters. I just didn't enjoy them. I'm like, I don't like any of the story. I think it's a little weird. Like, yeah, I could not get into it.
What episode did you stop on?
14.
Oh wow, you got far. All right, whatever.
You
gave it the gung ho try. All right, you got me. You got me, bro. You got me. All right. Well, I picked Boji because Boji is the most must protect character of all time. All right, I love him. Also, shout out to having the B-O for his like bow, because that's how I spell it for my name. So
yeah, I am not like. I will definitely say I am very much in the minority for this. This is a beloved show.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
I wish
so good.
I liked it, so I could like.
Maybe we should watch it together.
The other people who like it.
I'll just like keep yelling at you. Maybe like
I won't watch it.
I'll be like, Honey Bear.
I'll be busy
you seen
that
this?
day.
You'll be like, I think I have.
Like, is that my child? Shoot, I gotta go. I'm the first man.
I'll have Mama Bear send me a freaking screen share of the baby monitor, and I'll be like, I'm watching you, Wazowski. You're not getting out of this.
I know that she's sleeping soundly right now. You don't need to go anywhere.
I'll be like, I need to be able to hold your husband hostage today. Is that chill? She'll be like, yeah, sure. I'll be like, here's $100.
Yeah, take him. She'll pay you $100. No, I'm just kidding. Here's $100.
That's what marriage is all about. Selling your spouse. Wait a second.
Keep him in that office. Don't let him leave.
We're moving on to the next category here. Best supporting character. Which, hey,
great
guess
category.
what? I called this one. I knew it. I knew he'd be here. My guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Power. From Chainsaw Man.
Power. Love it. Power's great. Yeah. I mean, her, like, if you had to just say, what was Power's greatest attribute in the anime? Like, what did she offer more than anything else? So, like, the main characters, to the sides, what did she offer?
Are you ready? Spoiler!
I have an answer.
Spoiler! Booba!
Boobs. She offered boobs.
The power of boobs compel you.
Vote for a character that her only, like,
blood.
No, it's not her only. It's not her only. Okay.
About blood.
I'm gonna call it out as her only contributing characteristic is the fact that she has boobs.
Well, she has boob pads. Anyways, moving on to the next character here that we have Reagan from Mob Psycho, Arataka Raigan, the beast, the psychic, the man that can fix your life in moments. I also really enjoyed him as well. We have Suguru Geto. We have Gojo Satoru. We have Hanj Zo. And then we have Kana Arima.
Yeah, since everybody's probably figured out yours, I'm going to go with mine. First, so mine was between two.
Okay.
So Geto and Arima from Oshinoko and JJK. And so the reason it was between those two, and it was not between Gojo, is because I believe Gojo's the main character.
All right, whatever. That's part one. That is part one. That is part one. That is like the 12 episodes you've seen.
They don't belong on this list. They are not a supporting character. They are they are the main character, and I just refuse to accept any other reality.
That's respectful. That's respectful. And
So,
who'd you go with?
so I picked Oshinoko and I picked Kana.
Okay, I respect
Kana
it.
Arima.
I respect it.
Yep.
So I actually had a tough time with this one. This category was a lot harder than you guys might think for me because,
Same. Yep.
I do like anime. I don't like just one anime, but I like
Weird.
animes,
Are
plural.
you sure?
Yeah. I mean, clearly if the best supporting character was on here, looking at you, Ronan Noah probably gets my vote. But yeah, Reigen was up there for me. I really, really like Mob Psycho. I think I think it's the best anime I've seen in the last decade. I really do hold it up there. I think it's perfect. Its length, everything it did. It's my 12 out of 10 anime in the last 5 years. I think everybody should watch it. If you're not watching it, you're missing out. Hanj was also up there for me. Her speech in part 1 of the end, finale is maybe the most iconic speech in anime for me. It's really high up there. It's really high up
praise.
there. Yeah. It's bro. It's still in my head. I mean, that's the thing that Attack on Titan does is they have these speech moments that are just nuts. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy. But
feels good, man.
What I will say is I copped out, man. All right. I want my guy to win because he's my guy, dude. Gojo Satoru getting the vote from Z-Boy. You guys know where it was going. There was no way to hide it. There was no way to deny it.
Nope.
I love Jujutsu Kaisen, and I even cosplayed this guy this year. I'll be rocking it again next. Don't you worry. I'm moving on from Best Supporting Character to Best Main Character. Best Main Character. This one actually was very hard.
Really? This one for me was not even close.
Yeah, I'm sure, bro. Okay,
it was not even
already
close.
You jumped right into where you left off. All right, you weren't even thinking about it. You were like, oh yeah, no brainer.
No,
click.
This is one of the easiest choices I've had to make yet.
So you picked Eren Yeager.
I think there are some good characters on here, but Eren Yeager? Are you kidding me? Best anime character, period.
Yeah, I thought so. I knew that was your pick, dude. Super simple.
Yeah.
Super simple.
Those ribs?
Those ribs. Maybe the extra little gut action that he gets in the manga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
it was actually okay. Actually, I that was my troll guess. I know what it really was. Your favorite show of the past year. It had to be Denji from Chainsaw Man, right? You love this.
Big Denji fan.
Huge Denji fan, right?
Big Denji fan. I mean, boob guy to boob guy. Absolutely, Denji was my man.
See, he couldn't be mine because I'm a butt guy. I'm big on the butt. I like that ass though.
I understand why you didn't pick him though.
Denji's not my pick. He ain't my pick. And it is not Hattori Goto. It's not Hattori. I can tell you that much. Not Bochi.
There was one on this list that was actually like I looked, and then just immediately not wrote off, but it was like, I had that glance. I'm like, no.
You're like Shigeo Kageyama, right? You were like, damn,
no,
this guy. I love this guy. I haven't even seen the show. Love this guy. That was also be Mob for all you know. Mob. What a beast. Mob is great. What a great character.
Yeah, but it actually was Thorfinn, Vinland Saga. That was my head move. I'm just like, maybe no.
Thought about it?
No.
And then you're like,
it was there. What a great character though.
Yeah, Thorfinn actually had some of the greatest character development I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Yeah, maybe the best ever.
My entire life. That was wow. I didn't know that I could go from slaying people as a Viking, spoiler, to being a farmer and enjoy it. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Peaceful farmer.
Harvest Moon.
The way he won the last fight. Oh my gosh.
Dude, yeah, what a G, bro.
Tugs at your heartstrings.
If y'all haven't seen Vinland Saga, even non-anime fans of mine, like okay, they're anime fans, but they're very particular about the anime they watch, have watched this show because it's that damn good.
Yeah, this one do not start in season 2. You must start in season 1.
Yeah, you can't just like jump.
There are some anime you can just be like, I'll pick it up where I pick it up. Do not. You cannot start in season 2. You must start season 1.
All right, should we talk about who we actually voted for though?
Yeah, absolutely. This was a no-brainer.
Yeah. Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, this was the easiest choice I've ever made. I got so many episodes this year that might lean to why I picked it, but one of my favorite characters, period, in all of anime. I've followed him for too long for it not to be the best.
Glow up of the lifetime. Glow up of the lifetime. All right, if you guys don't know about Gear 5, check it out.
Too good.
Go see it. All right, watch it. It broke the internet, by the way. Anywho's
Too good.
We're moving on because no 15-minute discussion about why Luffy's the best.
Best
slice of life anime. Best slice of life. Honey Bear, do you want to
this one was
describe what a
hard.
slice of life is, just for maybe some new listeners that don't know what it is?
So I like my slice of life personally, but their definition is these anime focus on just the everyday events, and are the best are anything but ordinary. Capturing quiet moments, blah 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 blah. Basically, it's a peaceful anime. It's the feels good anime. It's a little bit different than your romance anime, if you will. But majority of them have relationships, humor, some emotion, some heartbreak, some etc. At the center of the plot, if you will.
Right.
So, with that, there were some actually pretty good ones on here. In my opinion, the two that stuck out to me that I was stuck between were Horiyama, or excuse me, Horimiya, and Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999. Those were the two that I really enjoyed. What about you? Any others that really stuck out to you on this list?
Yeah.
We like Mochi the Rock.
Yeah. This was a no-brainer for me. I'm not even gonna lie, but I will say my love story with Yamada-kun has been growing on me. I've been watching it currently as one of my slice of lives. Very good. And then the missing pieces from Horiyama, very, very solid show as well. I mean, I really don't think, like, I haven't seen the other three on the other side over there. Insomniacs After School,
Same.
Do It Yourself, Skip, and Loafer. Haven't seen them, unfortunately. But knowing that they landed on this list makes me want to go, oh, wait a second. Do It Yourself I have watched. Okay. I've actually watched half of Do It Yourself. That show is really solid. That show is really solid. So this show is about a bunch of girls that actually have like a she-shed, and it's a DIY. It's do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? So they're building stuff, sawing at stuff. It's just fun. It's cute. It's heartwarming. It's cuddly. It makes you feel just good inside. But I already had a feel-good anime of that season, and that was, what do we talk about like every time we talk about feel-good anime? Spy Family. But Do It Yourself was really solid. I like the art style. I like the storytelling. The episodes felt good. They didn't feel over like bearing. Like I felt like I was pulling teeth having to watch this. But man, Cloverworks just does it better than the rest. So that's why Boshi the Rock got my vote.
I also agree that Cloverworks does it the best. So Horimiya got my vote.
Horimiya!
Actually, one of my favorite slice of lives just ever.
Yeah, you said that.
Really enjoyed it.
That's why it was on my list to watch, and then I started watching it. I was like, all right, this Honey Bear guy might know what he's talking about. He likes some good
Pretty
anime.
good.
Yep, no, it was very solid. I am not done with it yet, but we're getting there. Very good, very good.
Yeah,
and we're moving on.
Yamada-kun, that was a good seasonal anime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Agreed. It was just one of those. It was solid, deserves to be on the list.
Madhouse.
That's pretty much about it.
Crushing the game.
Sorry.
Love Madhouse. Big fan, honestly. Like those three studios, or these two studios right here, just really do. Like the art style that Madhouse puts out is like chef's kiss for me. It really speaks to my heart. I'm not gonna lie. And now we are on to best drama.
Yeah. Except when we moved back to best drama, I was counting how many we had left, and we still got quite a few.
Yeah.
So a little faster.
Yep.
So best drama. This one was also just a little bit difficult. There were some really good ones on this list. I do feel like some of them I didn't really categorize as drama, which led me to pick the one that I picked. So I ended up picking Oshinoko, best drama. I go ahead with yours because I didn't classify it as a drama, just in my head.
Okay, yeah. So I actually had a tough time here because I won't even lie. It being called Heavenly Delusion, I did not know that. So that is actually probably my pick here is Tengoku Daimakyou. But I did pick Attack on Titan, the final season. But I have switched it from the one that I sent you to Heavenly Delusion because I do think that Tengoku Daimakyou is right next to Vinland Saga, but the fact that it's its own animation, it's the first season of it, I do try to like play more into those as my votes. But yeah, I did end up voting originally for Attack on Titan. My last 3 votes have gone to Heavenly Delusion. Also, Tengoku Daimakyou. Go check it out. It's on Prime. We're going to just kind of speed up a little bit here.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just didn't think Attack on Titan was enough of a drama. I would have put it in another category, so
Sure,
I
sure,
didn't even
sure.
consider it. I think it deserves to
That's
be,
fair.
up there in thoughts. Best fantasy.
Okay.
What bangers in
Yeah.
this category?
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Yeah.
Banger after
Bro, we
banger
actually
after
almost
banger.
had this one for every single show too.
Yeah,
We did pretty good
we
on this
did.
one.
I mean, this one was they were so stacked
Yeah.
for this, so stacked.
Right. Agreed.
Uh,
Even our guest last week
we
talked about one of these shows.
yeah, and we were on agreement on this one, which I kind
Yeah.
of saw coming.
Yep.
Mushoku Tensei
Mushoku
is what we
Tensei.
picked.
Yeah.
We both agree. You guys heard us talk about this forever.
Show's too
Really
good.
good anime. Another top of my list, Demon Slayer. Thought it was really freaking good. Just one slot behind Mushoku Tensei. So, sorry.
Yeah. No, you don't need to. Sorry, I agree. That's
Yeah.
where I'm at with it. Hell's Paradise up there. Mashal,
Yep.
Ranking of Kings. I would have voted for Ranking of Kings if it was season 1. The Treasure Chest of Courage is good, but it's not as good as season 1 for me. I really just want like actual season 2 as well. And then the Ancient Magus Bride is also a super solid show. Our guest last week, Shaban Britt, shout outs to you for being on Otaku Social Club, did mention how badass this show is, and it really is. It's very, very good. But Mushoku Tensei, in a league of its own. There's only another fantasy show that can touch it right now, in my opinion, and it's not even on here because it will win next year for like 30 awards probably.
Correct. It'll be up there.
All right. Best
Uh,
action anime.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Wah, 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 wah.
And both of us were biased.
Sure were. I guess.
Sure were.
I guess
Sure
I guess that picking the best one is biased, bro. I mean,
I
think if picking the best one is biased, then like, I mean, is it
Then
biased?
you're right.
If it's I'm
Yeah,
right.
I
You're
guess
right.
you-
You're right in
you
yours. I'm
misclicked.
right in mine. No, you misclicked. Because you haven't
Yeah.
even clicked
We're
on
picking the best
understanding
one,
how
you
good this
misclicked.
show is by not watching it. By the way, your time is ticking, brother. You made a commitment to me.
It's so good.
How many
I
episodes
couldn't
have you
even
watched
watch
so
it.
far?
It's so good. I can't even watch it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
My eyes melt every time I see it.
Okay, buddy. You haven't even tried. You made a commitment to me.
I got a year. I got 11.
You do have 11 more months. You got me there.
11
well
months,
said.
4 days.
So our nominees for this one are Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu
Banger,
Kaisen
banger.
Season 2, Demon
Banger.
Slayer, Swordsmith
Banger.
Village Arc, One Piece, and then the king that
Banger.
rules them all, Bleach.
I think it's out there somewhere.
1,000-year Blood War Arc, baby. 1,000-year Blood War Arc. That's what got my vote. I'm rocking the shirt for a reason, baby. Ichigo Kurosaki to the top.
Yep. One Piece. All were good. I got too many episodes of One Piece to not pick it. Right. I got 200. Subbed. You only got 50. I
watched like
have to
200
pick it.
though because I was catching up.
have to pick it.
All right, moving
Yeah,
on
it's too
to
good.
best comedy.
Comedy.
The ones that make you go ha ha, feel good, laugh hard, right?
Haha. Feel good. Laugh hard.
Yeah.
Feel things. Be happy.
So I've only watched
I thought
two
we were gonna be the
episodes.
same on this.
I only watched 2 episodes of this show that I picked, but those 2 episodes had me laugh harder than any other show. And
Really?
Yeah, and it's consensus from everybody that I've talked to about it.
I mean,
Brand feels the
I
same.
laughed pretty hard at this.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. What'd you pick?
So I picked Spy Family.
Yeah, Spy
And
Family.
it may be I might have disregarded the comedy portion, the title at the top, and so which anime do I like the best in this category? Could have been it. I don't know. But I laughed pretty good at Spy Family, so I picked Spy Family. But yours is up there. I actually crack up quite a bit on yours as well.
Yeah, I went with Mashal because it's just hilarious. Show is just really, really good at making you laugh. Yuri Yatsura also could have won this award for me as well. I think David Productions just does so good at making shows not serious that could be serious with JoJo and with not Soul Eater, but what the heck is the other show that I was about to say? Fire Force. They just do a really good job at making stuff funny out of things that could be super serious. We have Zom 100 on here as well, which could have been up there for me. I really have
That was real good.
enjoyed that show, but the hiatuses it killed it for
Killed
me.
it.
Bochi the
same.
Rock. I don't really see it as comedic as I see it as slice of life. And then Buddy Daddies, I won't even lie, I didn't watch it.
Same.
Moving on.
It's on my list. But yeah, Mashal, the whole anime, don't know, but main character, holy cow, is he funny. Holy cow.
Best romance, Honey Bear.
Best romance.
romance is where we're at. I think we picked the same
Great
one here.
category. Did
Wait,
we pick the same one on this?
maybe. I don't know. I'm not looking at your list. You have our
No,
list
we did
pulled up.
not.
Okay, nice.
We did not
All
pick
right,
the same one.
Perfect.
So mine, spoiler alert, because it is just one of my favorite anime in this kind of genre. But Horimiya, absolutely loved it.
Horimiya.
So Horimiya, loved season 1. Season 2 is great as well. Yeah, had to pick it. But yeah, I think if I would have picked yours, I would have been happy too.
Yeah, I went with Toma-chan is a girl. It needed to be in more categories. This show was elite this year. One of my favorite shows. Could have been the best comedy. One sit up. I'm done. Like that.
I'm
Karen, Karen's the most comedic thing I've seen in my life. I mean, she's killing me. I'm laughing.
You know
just
what?
thinking
If it
about
was
right
best
now.
comedy, I'd have picked it.
Yeah,
I think I would have picked it.
I think I would have picked it too. Tomo-chan as a girl is such a good anime. Really enjoyed
Yes.
it. My Happy Marriage, I have not started. Skip and Lover, we talked about, have not started. Insomniacs After School, have not seen. My Love Story with Yamada-kun is definitely up there, but does not come close to Tomo-chan is a girl for me. So yeah, that just had to get my vote.
Yep.
Best
Yeah, can't argue with that whatsoever.
art direction.
Whoop! Best art direction. I think this was a tougher category because it's something I don't look at personally just as much. There are things that I'm like, oh dang, that was really cool. That I'll just like stick with me. But the one that I think changed kind of the game that just made it fun for me, kind of had a good spin, was Zom 100, changing all the blood
That's fair.
into just paint
Yeah.
in different colors and throwing it out there, kind of throwing almost a comedic effect on it.
Right.
And I really like that style. It stuck to me immediately. It was like one of the things of this anime that I'm like, that's what sets it aside from other animes in the genre. So loved it. That's my pick.
I did a very similar thing to where I was thinking Zom 100 with how it just did so many different things, but I had to go to the place that literally took me through a tonal shift that made me believe that we're into a new era of the big three. It's a different idea of shonen, right? Shonen's changing. It's not the same as it was. It's not for children anymore. And I picked Chainsaw Man over the likes of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Demon Slayer, Swordsmith Village Arc, Oshinoko, Hell's Paradise. I mean, I don't know. Chainsaw Man really just did some crazy stuff in art. It stayed true to the source material. That was my biggest, like, when I was looking at this stuff, I was like, looking at, okay, what are people saying about source material? What are people saying about source material? And then I almost got into spoilers, and then I was like, ah! So yeah, that was where we were at there. But yeah, best art direction for me, Chainsaw Man, Zom 100 for Honey Bear. Not bad at all. We're moving into best cinematography.
Best cinematography. We are the same on this one. We both picked it. I think it was great. Yeah, I don't think there's too much argument with it. But Vinland Saga number 2.
Yep.
Season number 2.
Yep. Vinland Saga
very
season
good.
2, man. Too solid.
All the others could have been on there. So you got Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer. Oh, you're gonna see a lot of the same ones. Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, JJK, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion. We've talked about those all before.
Yep.
We chose Vinland Saga. It was real good.
Yeah, I think Tengoku, Daimakiao could be talked about for a long time. I actually really like that show a lot. I might have to force Honey Bear to watch it because it is dubbed so that we can maybe do a whole episode on it. I think it's that good. Shows that didn't make it to Crunchyroll that should have gotten a wider audience. But yeah, I'm glad to see that this isn't just being swept by Netflix shows like it has in the past, but to see a show that was kind of under the radar making it to so many categories does make me really happy. And Aurora liked it a lot, which is kind of pog.
Mm-hmm.
Best director.
For this category, I do not have a lot of insight on the director. I don't know what decisions they made towards the shows, so I just kind of threw it out there. I'm like, they probably did a pretty good job. I chose Attack on Titan, the final season.
Yeah, that's not a bad
he
choice.
probably made some good choices there.
Not a bad choice at all. I went with Jujutsu Kaisen despite all of the. All right, moving on to.
Anywho.
Best character design.
Best character design. A good transition there. This is another one we were spot on. So Oshinoko.
Oh,
so we
Oshinoko.
picked this. Oshinoko. We were the exact same on it.
Yeah. Character design was sick.
So good.
Hell's Paradise
Absolutely
almost
phenomenal.
won this one for me though. I was really weighing out some things on my list. I was looking back and forth, and Oshinoko's character design is just so good. It's so good. Chainsaw Man.
Too good.
I mean, I feel like the first half of the show, you only see like 4 characters, and then you start going deeper into new characters in the other half, and it just, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't.
To me, the first half of Chainsaw Man was Booba's. The second half was character development.
Yeah.
And I couldn't pick it off of just the second half. So second half, great character development.
Yeah.
First
Hell's
half,
Paradise might have been able to edge these out for me, though. I did really like Hell's Paradise, like I was saying. Trigun Stampede, the new edition, like a reviving the show. Really, really cool. I like the art style a lot, going to like a CG style, moving away from the old school, obviously hand-drawn, to kind of give it new life. Definitely a cool show. Check it out if you're a Trigun fan, or if you've never seen Trigun. It's a good place to start. Maybe go back and cross-reference it for yourself. Best animation.
Go ahead with yours first. I've been going first a lot.
Yeah. So best animation. Here we recognize anime that are visually stunning in ways they bring their stories to life. For me, I've been saying this time and time again about this show. I think that this was the perfect ending. This is the ending. This is the final season. The art style of this show is super unique. Very, very, very different. MAPPA has 3 shows in this category. That is absolutely crazy. But I picked Mob Psycho 100 Season 3 as it really was exactly what I needed to round up the show, to bring it to an end. It hit me in the feels. It hit me in the feels goods. It made me happy. It made me sad. I cried. I laughed. I felt all the emotions. It was the best animation I've seen, like I said, probably in the last decade, if not 5 years, around that time. 12 out of 10. 12 out of 10 anime. Watch it.
Maybe a cop-out answer, but I picked Demon Slayer. Those fight scenes are legendary, man.
You put table,
dude. Too good.
Those guys are crushing the game. I mean, I really think you could go right with any of these shows. Even Trigun's animation, if we're talking about just animation, they were doing some elite stuff. Vash is catching bullets out of the air, sticking it back into his revolver, blasting people, but it doesn't kill him because that's Vash's style, all right? That's not really a spoiler. Go watch a show that came out in like the freaking 90s. Best original anime.
Best original. So can I tell you the sad truth on this one?
You haven't seen any of these.
Not a single one.
Yeah, I thought so. So I'll take over the helm here, as I know quite a bit about a lot of these.
Not a single one.
The Akiba Maid War, I have not watched, but I've heard things about it. That one is not on my radar. Buddy Daddies, we know I have not watched. The Marginal Service, I have not seen. Do It Yourself, I've seen. Birdie Wing is hilarious. It is a over-the-top, overly done, kind of fan servicey golf anime. These women just crush these balls, do crazy things. Not the golf balls. They crush golf balls.
Golf balls.
And there's a lot of fan service in it, though.
Some etchy stuff over there.
A lot of jiggle budget. But the best show out of all of these, in my opinion, for original anime, brought Mobile Suit Gundam back to its prime. The Witch from Mercury. Really, really solid show. Best film. Honey Bear. Honey Bear.
This was a fun one for me. Black Clover. Yeah, I love Black Clover. It's one of my favorite anime. I really, really love the movie. Coming after 3 years, I think it was sick. The characters were amazing. I'm going to be in the minority of this. The one that should win is
Suzume. That is what I went with. But
should win.
Psycho Pass Providence was my runner-up. I was really close on that one. Really, really, really cool to see the old Psycho Pass characters coming back to life in a new tone with a full-length movie. Good stuff to see there. Production IG doing what they do best, making cool shit out of psycho thriller material. Best new series.
This one was super fun. I loved, like, all these were really good. Some I've seen, some I haven't, but Oshinoko Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, Bocchi the Rock, Heavenly Delusion, and Zom 100 were all on this list. The one that is probably going to win, neither one of us picked, which is Chainsaw Man, is probably going to win.
True.
Or the one I picked, the one I liked the most out of this was Oshinoko. I really enjoyed it. Talked a lot about it, but yeah.
I felt like Chainsaw Man, if I just kept picking Chainsaw Man for things, it was just a cop-out. Obviously, we all know I really enjoyed Chainsaw Man. But the show that made me think the most this year, that really had me like, man, I can't wait for season 2. Like, yes, Chainsaw Man definitely did that. But this show, the way it ended, has me still to this day checking my freaking email, checking my Twitter, looking for when season 2 is coming. And we finally got visuals at the end of last year. Hell's Paradise was my vote for this one. What a show, man.
So good.
Yeah.
It was a heavy runner-up for me, was Hell's Paradise. Heavy runner-up. It was really good.
Alrighty. And we're moving into best continuing series here. Best
One
continuing
Piece
series. Yeah, One Piece.
Anime of the year is the next category. No.
Best continuing
anything
series.
you want to talk about, it's One Piece. All right.
One Piece is what we both chose here. I don't think I don't think this is a competition. I think that when it comes to continuing series, we got to talk about the best of the best, and that is Oda. He's been doing it for far too long. Even if the pacing is mids, it's all right because the One Piece will be the next one that's on this list. Looking at Demon Slayer, obviously solid. Attack on Titan, the final season, the final chapter, special 1 is the one that's specifically right here. Interesting.
Doing things different than anyone else in the game right now. Attack on Titan is so good.
Yep. Jujutsu Kaisen
JJ
season
Cam,
2.
same boat.
Yep.
Doing things that nobody else does.
Vinland Saga.
Wow, was it a good show?
Kind of similar as well. Just these MAPPA shows, man. They know what they're doing.
Crazy.
Spy
MAPPA
Family,
popped
I
off.
don't even think can compete with any of these, if I'm being honest.
No. Not even close.
I think that picking Spy Family here just means that you enjoy feel-good shows. You don't want to have your heart hurt at all. And all these other shows definitely give you heartache.
Absolutely. It's
right.
like, oh, they got the 5 best NBA players in the world on one team, and then Joe Schmo can go over here and sit the bench. Like, that's basically it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No,
sorry,
it's the 6th man.
You didn't.
The other are the 5 guys on the court, right?
Yeah, you're good enough to be 6th man, but you do not deserve court time.
No, you're chilling. We'll get you out there if someone gets injured. Moving on, Honey Bear. Where are we at? What is this category?
So this category is the category that's halfway through the show. So the halfway through the show mark at 1 hour and 1 minute. We're gonna talk about the little category Anime of the Year. Little known category out there. What some people think it's their favorite category.
Yes. The most important category is what some would say here, as it is.
Some would say.
This is basically actor or actress of the year in the Oscars. This is the peak of peaks. This is where you want to be. You want to be on this list. These 6 anime stood above every other anime in the last year, and they are...
Me, Oshinoko. We got Chainsaw Man, JJK Season 2, Brochi the Rock. Brochi? I threw an R in there. Brochi the Rock.
It's an all girls thing, so hopefully it's not
Brochi.
That's the next one. That's the boy band version. That's the one about BTS. Looking at you, Cloverworks. We're giving you free ideas over here. Throw in some royalties.
Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga. All crushing the game.
Yep.
Papa comes out with half of the category.
3.
Which is nuts.
Yep.
Nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. Where do you want to start on this? We can plow through a few of these.
Yeah, we really can. I got time. So, Chainsaw Man being up there. It's in a league of its own in terms of what it did this year in shows. It kind of just really is on almost every single one of these freaking categories. I'm pretty sure Honey Bear and I have the notes. It was what, 30-something? 30 most ever in anime history, Anime Awards history. It was 32?
25 out of 32.
25 out of 30. Thank you. Yeah.
25 out of 32.
32. That's right. Which is, it's on every single one almost that we can vote on.
17 of 25 that we can vote on.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Most in Anime Awards history.
That's insane.
Which is wild.
That is insane. That Smurfs on Jujutsu Kaisen, which is the second most, was 17. Just to give you guys an idea of that. And 12 for Demon Slayer and Oshinoko.
Which is the third. So it doubles. It over doubles the third.
Yeah.
Over doubles it. Just absolutely insane.
And Chainsaw Man might have won this for me had I not been a little based. This is a based opinion because I think that this show that I'm about to talk about is not the show I picked. But the show that I did pick did do something that other shows just haven't done yet. They just haven't done it yet. But Vinland Saga Season 2. I think that Vinland Saga Season 2 100% belongs on this list. No other anime could be this slow and be this well-paced to make you feel like, while we're stuck on a freaking farm, that we're about to have the highest action-packed episode next week. Yeah. Next week. You're still waiting. By the way, the series is over, but that episode's next week. There's not even a next week anymore. That's where we're at. That's what it did for me. I love it that much. I've been enjoying it. I can't wait for season 3. Man, was that season really, really good.
It was just the change. It was such a change.
Yeah.
And I hated it.
Oh.
And then I loved every second of it.
Yes.
I'm like, what is going on? This is not what I signed up for Vinland Saga. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch another episode.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, thank goodness there's another episode. Then I'm like itching, like, where's the next episode?
Right.
Like, come on. Give me the next one.
The inner despair that they illustrate in this show, in this season particularly.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't even know if like there's other forms of media that have done it better. The character building, the world building, the fact that like I can feel like I'm smelling the wheat. I am a part of the farm. I'm there for everything and anything. I'm becoming fans of things that I didn't think I'd be fans of. Bro, I want to, dude, should we buy a farm?
I'm down.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Where do we can we borrow some horses?
Oh, we definitely need to borrow some horses from our.
Definitely need to borrow some horses.
Master Sensei Kun. We're gonna need to borrow some horses. All right.
Gotta borrow some horses. We'll give them back.
Horses. No, we're not trying to steal them. We just need to borrow some horses. Definitely.
Borrow some horses. Use them for the day.
Bocchi the Rock being here, I think it deserves it. Bocchi the Rock. Like I said, it's Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, hand in hand, did very similar things this year. Very similar things. But Bocchi the Rock, like I said, it's the other idol anime that if you want to get into something that's a little more slice of lifey, that's the one. That's the one out of the two. You want to feel like that's something that you could experience in your everyday life. You want to be a part of an all-girl rock band, then you got to watch Bocchi the Rock. Cloverworks really crushing the game on that one. You know, Oshinoko though, Honey Bear, I'm gonna let you talk a little bit on this one. You got this one teed up.
Yeah, it'll be the flipped. And we kept talking about it. I'm like, why haven't I watched Bocchi the Rock? It's only subbed. That's why it didn't even fly onto my radar.
Yep.
Oshinoko though changed the game for me, and I know it changed the game for you. Don't really watch idol anime. Had never seen an idol anime before until this. I had maybe watched like an episode or two, and I'm like, oh, that's an idol anime, and skipped off. From episode 1 on this, I got so hooked. Absolute banger of an anime. Really changed the game for the whole genre of anime, which is not happening as much anymore.
Right.
Like you have, okay, they're just doing, take Chainsaw Man, for instance. Great action anime, has a little different plots to it, and just does it better than a lot of the other anime.
Factual.
But this put it, idol anime, on the map for me, which it wasn't even on the map.
Right.
Same. I think it did that for a lot of people, which is really, really cool. If you haven't seen it, highly recommend it. Move it to the front of the list. You won't be sorry.
You will not.
Real good. And Oshinoko was my pick of anime of the year. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Boom.
Pretty happy with that one.
Well, Honey Bear can't talk about this show yet because he's not caught all the way up. So I understand why this couldn't be his because he doesn't know what the ending is yet. And he's an ending guy. He likes his finish line.
For JJK?
For JJK. Are you caught up?
No, it doesn't count because the ending doesn't count because it ended in 2024.
Anyways, most importantly is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 for this guy. Because this show, even if I just said, if the first 12 episodes were this season, I think it'd still get my vote. I'm not even gonna lie. I really loved what the hidden inventory did. I talked way too much about it this year. I'll still talk about it way too much until it's out of my brain because, well, Free Run is starting to take over those spaces now. I keep watching episodes of Free Run over and over again because the show is just that
good.
Damn good. The storytelling, everything. But Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is what we're here for. That is my vote. I loved this show. I think that this Season 2 did do better things than what Demon Slayer did in the Swordsmith Village arc. I think that the entertainment arc was on the same level as this for me. I was that hyped about both of those if I was looking at season by season. But yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen, just really like, I don't know, maybe it was the fact that this was the show that I watched every Thursday with multiple people in my Discord. Maybe it was because Gojo Satoru is who I'm literally trying to be the living, breathing version of, or maybe he's trying to be the living, breathing version of me. I don't know. We're still figuring it out. Put me in a box, baby. Please don't do that. But I loved it. That's my anime of the year. I hope it wins. If it doesn't, then I hope it's Oshinoko, though. If I had to give something to somebody else, I think Oshinoko is just in a league of its own in what it's done for anime and what it's doing for idol anime as well.
I don't think I'm going to be sad if any of these win.
No, I don't think so either.
I'm so thankful for these anime.
Like if Bocchi for what they've came done from behind out of nowhere and did it, I wouldn't even be upset.
That'd be kind of cool, right?
That would mean like Giguk.
I mean, like that's really
had
cool.
That much influence.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool.
And I mean, like Demon Slayer was one of my favorite. I love the series. One of my favorite series of all time. You know, I think it for me, I think it did worse than season 2.
Yeah.
I think I just died. I think my camera just died.
Oh, he's dead. We got his voice.
We got my voice. Yeah, you got you know, My Hero Academia back there. But anyways, yeah, I really do think it was so good. And I think that arc was just a little bit worse than the oh my goodness, the district arc.
Yeah, the entertainment district. Yeah.
Entertainment district. I think it was just a little bit worse than that. The ending really crushed it for Demon Slayer. But I think season 2 was better. So because of that, I didn't pick it.
The pacing was,
even though it might have been better.
In Swordsmith Village, was that the pacing just was a little weird, in my opinion. Like that's my one gripe with it, is that like we kind of jumped around through stuff quickly, or not quick enough. I felt like some things felt dragged out, some things felt like they didn't get enough attention. But overall, the fight scenes were amazing. The finale was the best episode. But if it's the best episode, what about the rest of the season? And that's how I look at anime of the year. And I've rewatched all of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 like 3 or 4 times now. I'm obsessed with it. I'm loving it. If Freerun was on this list, I'd probably vote for it though, because I think it's in a league of its own as well. So that's our take on Crunchyroll's Anime Awards of 2024. Honey Bear, you got anything to add here that you want to send off? I know that we don't have your camera right now, but we do got your voice and we love it.
Yeah, let me just get really animated with my hands so you guys can see that. No, it only take me like 2 minutes to get my camera back up, but I'm like, we're finishing the episode.
We're ending the episode. It's all good. It's kind of a meme. Like you disappeared because you couldn't believe that I picked Jujutsu Kaisen.
Cannot believe it. God, no, I mean, overall, I think these anime awards are so good.
Yeah.
I do think in some of the categories you can see bias of just like, oh, it was like this got there, but it probably doesn't deserve it.
Sure.
Like it just got there by namesake.
Right.
Which is a little sad. It's going to be everywhere though. Where are the other categories like anime of the year? I think every single one of these deserves it. They deserve to be on the list. And holy cow, we got some bangers.
Yep.
So overall, I think the awards are going to be pretty hype.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I think it's going to be really, really hype to see.
We're also going to try to do a watch
what
for that. Just so everybody knows.
Yeah, we're going to watch it live together with you guys.
Yep. And we'll do live reactions. So we hope to see you guys in the chat. That's in March, I believe. So be on the
March 2nd, I think so.
Be sure to join the Discord. You can find that in the description down below on this video on YouTube, or you can find it in the chat by typing !Discord. All right, you guys can find us on Twitter at @TheRealHoneyBear, @ZBoyWonder. We don't have an Otaku Social Club one over there just because, well, we're still working on it. We want to get a bigger, once we get to like 100 subs on the YouTube channel, I'll probably start making our own things for this. But until then, I'm going to keep leveraging my following and using that because it's just bigger. So that's where we're at right now. We love this passion project. Thanks for everybody that's listened, that got us to episode 10. Y'all are the best. Y'all are amazing. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Z-Boy Wonder. It's going to be sayonara from us here for episode 10. That guy's Honey Bear. He's not here anymore. He's a ghost that's actually ECP Meteoria. And we'll see you for episode 11 next week. We'll be diving into, we don't even know yet, but you might want to let us know what you might think in the comment section down